Hey everyone, a couple weeks ago I released a video just asking you if you had any questions for me. Had a great response, almost 3,000 questions, and so here's my responses. John wrote, how did you decide that this is how you would get started in music? It's really not something I decided, it's just something that happened. I made my first a cappella song almost 2 years ago. Prior to that I was working in music stores and producing artists on the side. It wasn't ever my intention to become an artist. And it's just something I kind of fell into. Are you related to Chuck Norris? I believe everyone born in 1987 was. He smiled one day in January that year and impregnated the entire world. Do you use Colgate? Nope, chocolate milk. Next question. Dana wrote, from picking a song to final mix, how long does it take to produce a piece? It usually takes me about 3 weeks, depending on how I decided to shoot the video. This music recording part takes me about 3 days. It doesn't take me very long, but the video aspect usually takes a little longer, like the concept and shooting the video and editing the video, all that takes a little bit longer. Andrew wrote, what was your childhood dream job? I went through a lot of stages when I was a kid. The first thing I wanted to be was a truck driver, and after that was a Muppet's puppeteer. I had like 3 or 4 puppets that I loved. Yeah, weird. And then I wanted to be an architect. But then I found out you had to be good at art and math, and that's 2 things I'm not good at. Jennifer wrote, if you were a Muppet, which Muppet would you be? I would be this guy. You know why? The scars of your love remind. Bethany wrote, we all know you can replicate songs really well, but how do you write your own material? And what inspires you? What's your genre as an artist? Great question. I know none of you have actually heard any original a cappella music of mine, but I assure you it's on the way. I've been working really hard on making something really special for everyone that's been following me along this journey. As for what inspires me, it's usually, the people around me, my friends, my family, that in situations that they're in or situations that I am, that really inspires me to write music. And also I get a lot of fan mail, which I read it all, by the way, off my website. I get a lot of really cool stories about how my music has affected people in positive ways. I think that's what inspires me to keep going and keep creating good music. Jody wrote, do you have a dairy allergy or are you just lactose intolerant? Jody, congratulations on being a gastroenterologist. I am actually allergic to dairy. Sometimes I wish I was just intolerant so I could pop a pill and eat some delicious ice cream sandwiches. What is your greatest fear? My mom doing the single ladies dance. Stephanie wrote, did you ever study music in school? I grew up being really involved in music, and I can credit my parents for that. I did do vocal music in high school, all through high school, and I had a really, really incredible teacher named Ken Fleet, and all through high school I was able to have him as my teacher, and I just learned so much from him, not just about music. I'd say his class was 20% about music and 80% about life. And after high school I went to college for audio engineering, which is why I produce, record, and mix all of my songs. What country borders Canada to the south? I didn't do well in geography, but I'm pretty sure it's Iceland or IKEA. Are you married? If you are, who? I am married. I met my wife, Kayla, in high school, and we got married shortly after school, and we've been happily married for 3 years, and I feel so blessed to have her in my life. Have you ever written any songs for your wife? Actually, the first song I ever wrote was the song She Walked Down the Aisle To. And I played it for her one day on the piano, and she said, I love that song. I want to walk down the aisle to that song. So that's all. And the winner of the t-shirt contest is Kelsey. Kelsey wrote, what are your future plans? Great question. As you all know, I'm working on an album right now, working on original songs. So excited to share all these with you. They're turning out awesome. And otherwise, you may or may not know if you follow me on Twitter, I've started making steps towards my live show. People asked me about a year ago whether I was gonna perform or if I even could perform. And I said I wouldn't perform unless it was the best show my fans could ever possibly see. And so I am creating that show. I've come up with a concept that I think is absolutely incredible. I am so excited to start moving towards this. I'll have an update in a little while about how you guys can get involved in my live show, and I'm really excited for this next step. That's it, everyone. Thank you so much for your awesome questions and your continued support. I feel so blessed to have just such awesome fans. You guys rock, so stay tuned. Will the squirrel be okay? Yeah, the squirrel's fine. It's dead, but fine.